Hi, I'm Mei Sze. I'm the Youth Ambassador for the National Cancer Society of Malaysia. I'm also a colorectal cancer survivor, a young one actually. I'm currently a speaker, host, and I also own my business Personage, a social media strategy and management company. So at that point of time, I just came back from the States. I was there for 6 years. So I was having diarrhea once a month and I started losing weight. I thought it was because of stress and having diarrhea, I thought was because my stomach was not used to Malaysian food. Then my last bout of diarrhea was for 3 weeks. I saw 2 GPs and I ate the medication the GP gave me. It didn't work. My dad said, go and see a gastroenterologist. I didn't even know what a gastroenterologist did, but I went ahead because he forced me to go. Even the gastroenterologist thought it was nothing. He asked me to take antibiotics and go home because I have no family history of cancer. But due to my dad's insistence, he came into the examination room and insisted I go for a scope because he thought I had H. pylori. Then I went for the scope at 27. It's usually not recommended for people who are below 40 and who do not have family history of cancer because it's invasive. And that was actually how I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer in my rectum. They found a tumor in my rectum. The doctor did not know how to tell me. It came as a shock to not just myself, but also my entire family. So yeah, that was actually how I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer. When the gastroenterologist walked in, at that point of time, I was the last patient. I was the first patient in, last patient out. It was very weird. It was 5:30 p.m. on a Friday evening. And I wanted to go back. I was like, telling the nurse, it's okay, the doctor will just call me, I'm sure it's nothing. And I was like dragging my mom out and then he kept asking me to wait. When the gastroenterologist walked in with my report, he was staring at the report and he was like rambling on. He didn't know how to tell me. Then I heard the word biopsy. That was when I think I stopped myself. I was like, sorry, what do you mean? Like, I could possibly have cancer? I knew what a biopsy meant. And that was actually, I think, when I started crying. And my mom, who was next to me, was like, not registering what was happening. And then she was like, oh, wait, a tumor? And yeah, that was actually how I felt initially. Shocked and a bit sad. But then after that, I just took the medication that was given, went home. I would say the first 4 days, I cried non-stop every day. After that, I stopped and I told myself the next day when I woke up, I was like, I have to be strong for the people around me. And I'm going to stop crying. And since then, I just stopped crying. And then I was stronger than that time my boyfriend, now my husband. And I was strong for the people around me. Yeah. At first, I thought the toughest part was wearing a colostomy bag. If you do not know what a colostomy bag is, Google it. But it's basically your intestines hanging out into a bag. And you do not use... That's actually where your bowel functions go into. It was because I did not expect waking up to a colostomy bag after my first surgery. Then, because my skin was really sensitive, so the colostomy bag kept coming out. And then it was very messy. I didn't want to go out. I didn't know how to deal with it. I tried to find somebody my age I could speak to about how to deal with it. I couldn't find anyone in Malaysia. Only a 78-year-old person, which is totally different from, my age at that point of time. So I actually found solace in groups overseas, like Facebook communities, Instagram pages. It was quite funny. And that actually helped me. I understand that I basically understood the jokes they were saying about toilet paper. And yeah, that was my first difficult part. And then luckily we rejoined it. Then the most difficult part came. Having almost no rectum and 12 centimeters of my colon taken off. For almost 1 year, I was like a baby again, retraining my entire bowel system. Yeah, so I went to the toilet 10 to 15 times a day. Until today, actually, I go to the toilet more often than normal people. Maybe 5 times, because I have a very shortened rectum. I can't say that I wish I had known something, but I'm very blessed that I got medical insurance before I had cancer. I was just helping a friend out. I just got insurance to help him out. But I'm lucky that I did it, because after that, once you have gotten cancer, you cannot get insurance, medical insurance anymore. That is something I guess I wish I had known. If not, I would have topped up. Yes. I think for me, it's like I said, the past 10 years since having cancer has been a true journey. And it has not been an easy one until today. So I would say that mental strength, resilience, and emotional support is very important throughout this journey. Without it, I don't think I would be able to be as confident or as happy or live my life to the fullest as I am doing right now. I'm very thankful for the people around me, the support that I'm getting. And because I have a PhD in psychology, I would say that that really helped a lot. I know that 50% of cancer patients fall into depression because it's hard to handle such a diagnosis. And sometimes the side effects that we go through because of treatment is not easy, it's very difficult. But without the mental strength, the resilience, and the know-how to really fight it in terms of the mental and emotional part, a lot of people will give up or may have already given up. So I think that's very important, and that is what has pulled me through the past 10 years. I think for many of you out there who are battling cancer right now, just know that this journey will be easier if you accept it. Once you have accepted it, then somehow your body reacts better, and even to the treatment. That's what I feel. And instead of fighting it, or the fact that a lot of people keep asking, why me? I think that is a very defeating attitude. And for all of you who are going through treatment right now, I don't think that's good for you. So I hope that you will find solace in acceptance, accepting the diagnosis, and then finding the options that are available out there for you in terms of treatment. And through that, you're able to treat yourself and get better. And then after that, you can live life to the fullest, because even though I've had cancer before, I'm living my life to the fullest. I take each day as it comes, and I never take anything for granted.